another, I just give you a brief indication from another economist named Art Wilmarth, who used to be at Jones Day's Washington, D.C. office. And he said private sector credit booms, sometimes referred to as Minsky cycles, have been the leading cause of systemic financial crises during the past 150 years. And he said, we are currently experiencing an enormous credit boom. Warning signs of an imminent financial meltdown are flashing in markets for crypto assets, corporate equity and debt securities, and consumer loans. And the final point he made, which Diamond is ignoring, large financial institutions are highly leveraged and vulnerable to a sudden economic downturn. And I can tell you in Europe, this is happening very quickly. You're probably familiar with the fact that France has burned through 3 governments in the last 2 months. They can't keep a government in because the only thing they want to do is borrow more money and spend more. And they're voted out by the people. In Germany, we're seeing a 24% collapse in auto sales. Anyone who knows the German economy knows that the automobile sector is the key driver for Germany and Europe. So this is across the board. And what's the solution? Will tariffs cover that? Of course not. Eventually, tariffs are negative because people can't afford the extra cost for the products they have to buy. The solution here is we've got to bite the bullet at some point, and what that means is put through bankruptcy reorganization. And I don't mean of the mom and pop shops. I'm talking about the large corporations, the global cartels, especially in the finance sector. But they think they're sitting pretty because they control the government.
What do people ultimately do? What are people supposed to do? Normies, my audience. Okay, people that don't have $1 billion, people that have worked their whole lives and been betrayed by a government that prints the money out of thin air and debases your labor. We trade our labor for their fiat dollars, and they're destroying our purchasing power. Meanwhile, young people today, I said this to my wife last night, Harley, when I got out of college, the first job I took, okay, this was about 1994. First job I took, paid 24, 25, 26,000 a year, something like that. My wife was making like 32,000 a year. Together, we were able to afford a fairly decent lifestyle because the first apartment that we got together was a loft apartment, 680 square feet. It was $600 a month. Okay? The problem is a lot of young people today are making the same 12, 15, 16, 17 bucks an hour, but their rents are $1,800 a month, $2,200 a month. It's unsustainable. They've sold the people out